how's everyone doing? I basically just wanted to do a little timeline. I've been watching a lot. Well, I watched Duncan Smith last night. He's absolutely brilliant. I can't believe that I've never watched him before. He goes into so much detail and really explains everything. So I just wanted to quickly update you with a timeline that I've put together. I don't think it would be much different from my previous ones, but it has evolved slightly. And I think some people find that a bit triggering, but you shouldn't, because in investigations, things are constantly changing as things develop. It's actually a good thing. So, yeah, the more detail that we actually get on this case, the better it is for justice and for finding justice for Jay. So, yeah, to the people out there that, think that I'm changing my narrative just because I'm actually developing it, that's how it works. So, yeah, I've got down. I'm doing a very rough timeline here because I don't have a lot of evidence to back it up with. So I've got Jay collapses in the club around 11 to 12ish, and I literally mean, when I say collapse, I mean allegedly he fell on his face and he was carried off by two men off to the beach, allegedly, and followed by two other men. Now, who are these two men? What do they look like? Why did they carry Jay off? He'd collapsed. Where was the NRG stewards to help? Like they claim they have all these stewards everywhere. Actually, if it happened in Papagayo, obviously that's completely different. But where was the people, like the security guards at the Papagayo? They should have stopped. They would have seen what's going on. I don't understand how he was allowed to be carried off like that. Especially all his friends were there, guys. Like even his best friends from back home were there. Did they literally stand and watch this happen? Anyway, yeah. So I do believe there is a great video out there. I'll try and get a hold of it. I believe you can find it on True Crime 1111. She's also fantastic, so check her out. And basically there's a boy there who throws this devil's breaths come in many different forms. Spray form, it can be like a powdery form, like a sandy form, and they literally throw that up in the air. How do we not know that affected Jay and many others? Maybe that's why they closed the club, who knows? But yeah, I do believe that Jay was spiked all night. Whether that's intentionally, like, come here and drink this bottle, although that is alleged, or whether they were just saying, yeah, have as much as you want, it's your last night, go for it, like, and just not holding him back, I think he was definitely, encouraged to get in that state, but I do think that he would have stopped himself if he was in more control, so I do think he was definitely encouraged to take more. All his friends look sober. They look completely in control of themselves. Like, you don't see them looking like stumbling or anything like Jay. So that's why I believe it was intentional as well. I've got... Okay, yeah, I've mentioned that. Motive. So now I go to the motive for these 3 points that I've just mentioned here. Why Jay? Why Jay? And this is what I ask myself in every single situation. Every time I get new information, I link it back to the case and the timeline, and I think, why Jay? Because that is crucial to everything. Now, it is alleged that all his friends were there, okay? And Duncan Smith went into basically the court case, okay, and involving TH, and who was charged with what. And basically I believe there was 8 involved with TH, and they all got the same sentence, even though allegedly Jay did not hit him. After the crime scene, there was like loads of weapons found, and it was just really awful, to be honest with you guys. It was really awful. And yeah, so when they were charged for this, there was also other people charged who got much more, who got sentenced in for other things. And if Jay was basically, you know, his mum took him up there to tell the police about the TH attack. Was he an informer? Did he tell the police about, you know, his gang's involvement, or that gang's involvement, or some gang's involvement? Did he speak about things like that as well? And is that why this has happened? Because, yeah, I do feel that's definitely connected. People wanted revenge on Jay. It wasn't just one person for some reason. And yeah, I believe that's a motive. They think that Jay was an informer. These gang-style people, they don't actually care for people's lives. Like, they see people literally as just nothing, easily replaceable. So I think that maybe they made an example out of Jay. Also, all the symbols that were used after, like a rat, gun, by the so-called friends. And yeah, why did BH, the person that said R.I.P. Jay, 2 days after he disappeared, how did he know he had passed away? Who told him that? And why in all of the interviews did Lucy, Brad speak of him in the past tense? Brad in his interview says, oh, well, he did do that. So it's like they literally all know what happened, but for some reason they just won't speak up. And also I just wanted to mention as well, other people involved in the TH attack had received arson attacks on their house, on their property. So again, it just links to the case. So yeah, just a little video for you here.